Here we have the current stock market update for Maxeon Solar Technologies Limited, stock ticker MAXN. So as we can see here, the stock has taken a bit of a bounce here in recent trading sessions. We saw a bit of an upside movement here into the close. However, we're already starting to give back some of those gains, and we're seeing a bit of a sideways trading range that is starting to develop at somewhat mid levels if we look at the most recent trend activity for this stock. So in this video, we're going to be looking at some important support and resistance zones so that we can identify some profitable trading strategies for this stock going forward. So as things currently stand, we are looking at a range bottom that's coming in at roughly 16.3 cents. This is significant to the downside because this does come within fairly close proximity to the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this prior trending move. So to understand how we're arriving at this number, the first thing we have to do is look at the price lows, which came in at roughly 11.6 cents, and then extend that price movement here to the top side, where prices came in at roughly 23.1 cents. So as we can see here, there has been a move to the top side that has resulted in some share price gains for the stock. However, anybody that was not able to quickly take profits on that upward price movement, has already given back most of that upside potential. So what we're currently looking at the moment is a share price coming in at roughly 16.7 cents. And as we can see here, that really equates to the roughly the lower end of this current trading range. So if we zoom in on this price chart a bit, we can see some interesting developments here in terms of the current share price action. So as we can see here, we do have a bit of a double bottom coming in at roughly 16.3 cents. However, the main problem here is the fact that bounces from that area have been very limited. We really haven't seen much upside here. We can see that the initial bounce looked roughly like this in size, and then the following bounce was much smaller in nature. So this is a bit of a warning signal for anybody that is currently along the stock, because it does suggest that the upward trend here is starting to lose some steam, and we are starting to see shorter and shorter instances of upward price movement for this stock. So this is one of the reasons why I have been suggesting that people look for bounces in this name, so that you can sort of take as many profits as you can, or take as much of a stock price gain as you can, and then move into some of these other stocks that I've been recommending in the member trading room. Because when we're trading the stocks that we currently have in our portfolio, the bounces don't look like this. We don't start to see fairly strong price gains here, as we did see previously. As we can see, we've got this move from roughly 11.5 cents to roughly 23 cents. There is some upward movement here, but for anybody that didn't catch that movement quickly, you really have to be watching the charts like a hawk, because if you don't do that, there's a lot of missed opportunity there. And when I say a lot of missed opportunity, this really isn't a huge difference. I mean, we're talking about fractions of a dollar here. We're not talking about anything close in terms of a full dollar in share price gains. So I do still believe that there are much better options available at the moment. Those are the names that we tend to focus on. But with this name in particular, it is starting to look as though more downside is going to be imminent here, because one, we are trading below the exponential moving average cluster for the most part. At current levels, we're sort of running into some resistance just as prices kind of move back into these areas. So, we're having a very difficult time making a convincing break in the upward direction here. And then when it does happen, it's very short-lived. We can point to some examples of this. For example, let's look at this prior price movement here. These prior highs, which came in at roughly 19.1 cents, we can see that there is an example of the stock breaking above its exponential moving average cluster, but it doesn't stay there for a very long time. For the most part, most of the activity that we're seeing here is below the EMAs, below the exponential moving averages. We do see some brief instances of a break above these levels, but these instances tend to be very short-lived. And that can make it very difficult for traders to collect gains when they're available. I mean, you really have to be watching these charts all day long. What we're looking at here is a 1-minute chart, because this is essentially the type of time frame that you would need to use in order to really assess these types of price trends. So this is the main reason that we don't focus on this stock in the portfolio, in the members only portfolio. It's just given the fact that, overall the trajectory here is clearly focused in one direction. There's just not enough momentum supporting the bullish outlook for this stock. And then when we do start to see these brief instances of share price movements in the upward direction, they're very short lived. We really don't see much upward price movement here. For the most part, most of the activity tends to be below the exponential moving average cluster. So currently, if we are looking at a longer term outlook here, what we can say at the moment is that a break below the 16.3 cents level would essentially target a move back to at least 14 cents. The reason that I pointed this specific price zone is due to the fact that 14 cents essentially marks the 14 cents marks the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement of this prior trending move in the upward direction. So as things currently stand, we are still looking at this as the dominant price move, and it is a move to the top side. However, a lot of the trading volumes here, if we were to drill in on these trading volumes, bars on the bottom of the chart here, it does start to become clear quite quickly that most of the spikes here are negative rather than positive. We did see some examples. There were some brief instances where that was not the case. I mean, we can point to this example here where you are seeing mostly positive share price momentum. But as we can see here, that's very short-lived. I mean, it really doesn't last very long. And then when you're looking at the longer-term trend here in the trading volumes themselves, most of the spikes, almost all of the spikes really, are red. So they are focused on downside selling pressure rather than upside price movement. So as things currently stand, if we do see a break below 16.3 cents, you're probably looking at a move back toward 14 cents. And then a break below there would target a full retracement of that prior trending move and most likely send prices back around to 11.5 or 11.6 cents. To the top side, if we did see a break above this 19.1 cent level, we could reasonably expect to see a retest of this 23 cent area, which marked the prior high from this recent trending move in the upward direction. So overall, these are the price levels that I'm looking at. I am still recommending getting out of this stock on any bounces because we do think that there are much better names to focus on at the moment. So here's the current stock market analysis update for Maxeon Solar Technologies Limited, stock ticker MAXN. Our high-value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high-conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk-to-reward metrics that target massive, market-beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.